Sue, absolutely. And Friday was key to this likely breakdown to come. The NASDAQ composite, where we've seen so much weakness, down 6.5% this year relative to some of the safety of large cap, only down 2%, broke, so to speak, on Friday. And I think that this signals that we're going to see at least a 10%, a formal correction in the NASDAQ composite. It's hard to see that the Dow is not going to participate in this kind of a potential sell-off in the comp. As you mentioned, the Russell 2000. So the investors are really getting out of these growth names. Also, when we look at the NASDAQ 100, it's down almost as much as the comp. So investors are clearly making the delineation between the growthy momentum large cap names and the more mature earnings stable names. And they're clearly going toward the latter. Right. That being said, I think we want to think about defense here. A lowering tide or a falling tide is probably going to take down many of these names, especially with those broken technicals on the comp and today the Russell 2000.
The sentiment overall on earnings is very negative. The company's lowering guidance versus raising guidance is higher than we normally see. You normally see that, but it's even a higher ratio now. But analyst sentiment is extremely negative. There's only been 5 days in the last 18 months where the trailing 4-week total of upward revisions has exceeded downward revisions. So that's negative. The key to watch here, I mean, it always is, but is looking at the guidance. If weather was really the factor it was in Q1, we should really see companies coming out in their commentary and saying we've seen a real pickup in the last few weeks. And if we don't see that, that'll be a more worrisome signal. Paul.
Well, you're going to get a chance to look at that, aren't we, over the next couple of weeks? So we kind of kick off earnings season this week, but we really don't get anything except for a couple of banks at the end of the week with Wells Fargo and JP Morgan. But I think, and the interesting thing about the earnings season this go-round may well be that even though expectations are very low, if, in fact, we had weather-related slowness in the first quarter, we may see a pull forward and better guidance sequentially for the second quarter. So